We're going to be working on warm-up 10. It is going to be combining like terms. So this is the two problems that we have. Please take a minute and try and answer those and then come back and I will go through it step by step how you would solve these. So the first thing you need to notice in number 1 is that there's a plus sign in between them. When there is a plus sign in between these two trinomials, we can ignore the parentheses and we will just combine them the way that they look, meaning that I have 9x squared and I have a 1x squared. 9 plus 1 gives me 10x squared. Next, I will look right here and I have x's. So that's a 4x and the other x I have is right here is negative x, which is a negative 1x. 4 minus 1 is 3, so this is plus 3x. Then I have 2 minus 1, which gives me 1. This is your final answer. You cannot put together the x squareds and the x's and the units. They all have to stay separate. So that is your final answer. Now, number 2, what you should have seen is there's a minus sign in between them. That means that there is a negative 1. So now you have to go and you have to distribute the negative 1, meaning you're going to change the sign of everything in the parentheses behind it. So I get 9x squared plus 4x plus 2. That stays the same. There we go. Now, negative 1 times x squared is negative x squared. Negative 1 times negative x is positive x. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Once I have distributed, now I can go and combine like terms. 9x squared minus 1x squared gives me 8x squared. Next, I have 4x plus x, which gives me a positive 5x. Then I get 2 plus 1, which is 3. Again, this would be my final answer. The x squareds, the x's, and the units all have to stay separate.